Guillermo's making these concept drawings. Him and his concept teams are doing these like color palettes. And that's a kind of a Bible for everybody. Hair and makeup and set design and myself.
Laustsen and I went for very theatrical lighting. We said, let's do a single source light, like a window, making it really colorful because we're going to have more colorful costumes and sets.
You know, the ship, everyone was expecting dark navy uniforms. There was a question mark. And Guillermo was very clear, as was Dan, it was always how colour was going to read, because what you see to the naked eye is not what you're reading on camera.
I really love the discussions about how to tell the story and how to light the scenes. And, you know, it's just a pleasure to come in here every day and do it. That is amazing when you're working together with a guy like Guillermo because he is so sharp.
If either of us argues anything, we know there's a reason.
We have these great conversations about color palette all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'm going down on a wild track and you said, oh, no, what about going this way?
Yes.
And you drag me back, and sometimes you do the same and said, should we put a little bit
of that.
Red? And I said, maybe that's going to be too cheesy. It's a very, very respectful.
Oh, with you, it's very effortless.
This is great. It's a good speed there. And of course, going location is a big different thing comparing to be in the studio, because here everything has changed, as I said. And it's a road movie. We're going from one castle to another castle to another castle. So the pre-lighting and the pre-raking is a big deal.
And you're coming around that corner.
Clear, quiet.
Looking already back.
I try to be a little bit more on this one, and Guillermo's very open for that, shooting towards the windows one day and shooting away the next day, because we have so huge windows and it's really difficult to control it. So that has been a big help.
But it makes it difficult.
It makes it super difficult, and that's the reason all the light have to be outside.
Very good, very good.
We have a lot of equipment, a lot of machines outside the windows to cover the sun, and that's of course what you can do in big movies, because you have the manpower and the money to control the sun. The biggest challenge is like to figure out how we want to tell the story, but that's a fantastic part of movie making.
The library was really getting the right tone for that, doing all those bookshelves and doing it on a budget and knowing exactly how Guillermo was going to frame it, and for Dan to light it, and just better for us logistically.
Let me just move that a little bit so I can have the window clean. We are sitting next to each other like 10, 12 hours every day and talk about these small details. And of course, we learn a lot about each other all the time about, you know, as we talked about before, are we going too far? Are we going too little? The light in here is changing right now. It's coming in and out, and that's like being in the life. It's like life is changing and the light is changing, and it's beautiful. The movie's getting much more organic and it feels much more alive, so it's really fantastic.